This is hilarious, bro. This is hilarious. They killed my stream. They killed it because of the TV in the background, bro. That's actually hilarious. I look over because I have my laptop over here with the live stream pulled up specifically for things like this. I look over and I see that it says stream unavailable. I'm like, no. What? They just killed it like 10 minutes in, bro? They killed it 10 minutes in. That's hilarious. I've never had that happen before. They got some type of very powerful software out here scanning people's streams as it's happening, bro. They got me. They got me big time. Let me update this the score here, bro. This is actually kind of crazy. I can't even tell what the score is because it went to commercial break. That's hilarious, bro. They really wow. Oh my God. Anyway, the score is 13-4, which is not great, Knicks. What's happening, man? What's happening? There's been a lot of calls from the refs. I can't tell if it's undisciplined basketball or if you guys are getting sold. But yeah, I got to turn it off. The NBA, they're a little bit more strict. The NFL, they don't really be doing anything, at least the KB streams, because sometimes, although I will say on KB streams, since we're side by side, it doesn't show as much as that. Like the camera kind of cuts. It's kind of cropped a little bit. So maybe it's because it's just how gigantic that is. That's kind of sad. I thought it would have been a great background. Maybe I'll throw up next time. I'll just prepare something. I'll just put up the thumbnail on the TV, actually. Just to have something nice in the background. But damn, NBA don't play, man. That was fast. Chat, educate your boy a little bit. All these whistles I'm seeing, we got like 2 threes waved off because of whistles. We had an and one waved off because of a whistle. What is it? You know what I'm saying? No, that's what I'm saying, Toast. I don't know what they're using. They got some high tech, bro. Because as we were discussing earlier in the stream, my camera ain't that good. My camera definitely ain't worth the price that I think. Hey, yo, look at this. I got the email from them. They said your stream was interrupted due to a copyright match. Streams are interrupted when a copyrighted content is detected. After copyrighted material is no longer being streamed, streams are automatically re-enabled. Oh, I didn't need to stop the whole thing then. I guess I could have just turned off the TV. Well, oh well, we started a whole new one. It is what it is. That's YouTube. How? How did y'all do that, man? For real. That's kind of crazy. Maybe you should have a still image of the superstar from each team and have it in the back. Yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do that. I was thinking I'll probably just put up the thumbnail that I make for the stream up there. But yeah, I could put something just related to the game up there just for a nice background. I'm gonna have to bring my Carmelo Anthony poster, the autograph poster out. You guys have seen my Eli Manning one. It's basically the same, but it's with Melo instead of Eli. I'll put that up over this side. And I'll have something on the TV over that side, just so it's not a bland background. Yeah, like Brunson and Ant. Yeah. I wonder if I can do it now, but my TV's a bit weird. I don't like Fire TV, y'all. That's what I got. I don't like Fire TVs. I don't know what y'all got. I prefer Roku TVs. They're way easier to use in terms of like a smart TV. Fire TVs are weird. It's so hard to figure out stuff on them in terms of like AirPlay or screen share and all of that. But I digress. The game came back on for me here on my stream, at least. And if you guys could once again let me know what's happening with all these whistles, that I'd be glad to know. Knicks are down early. Brunson looks like he's trying to bring up the tempo a little bit as he gets a man switched on him. Gets another man switched on him. He got Randall on him now. Passes it over to Josh Hart. Hart's looking. He's directing offense. He's looking to pass. Gets it back over to Brunson. Brunson is driving. Puts it up. Blocked by Randall. Not sure what he expected there. Got a big man guarding him in the paint. Over to DiVincenzo with a deep three. And it's a brick. Cat rebound, passes back over to Brunson. Brunson brings it up. I can't tell. I think that was Nikhil over by him. Oh, my God. Pass the Bridges, pass the OG, pass the Hart to Brunson, back to Bridges for three, and he hits it. I like that. That right there, just that one sequence reminds me of 2014 Spurs basketball, man. Just pass up a good shot for a better shot. There we go. It's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I believe. I can't tell with the ball. Who passed it over to Ant? Ant back to Walker. He's guarded by Josh Hart. He's looking to back him down. He spins. He puts it up, and it's in. Good shot. There we go. Brunson's bringing the ball up for the Knicks. And he has Walker on him. Screen by Cat. Passes it over to Bridges. Bridges is looking to pass. He has Edwards on him. Pass it over to Hart. Is Hart going to pop one? Nope. No, he is actually. And he hits it. 2 threes by the Knicks. Closing that gap. It's 15-10. I'll update the score when we get another commercial break. Randall has the ball. He's directing traffic. Gets it over to Walker. Walker, nobody on him, but he drives, gets somebody on him. Passes it over. The crowd wants to travel, and so do I. McCall, Ant's trying to shake him. He puts up a 3. That is not good. Josh Hart, rebounder. Is that going to be credited to Cat? Wide open Bridges. Forget what I was saying. The rebound, they lob it all the way down the court to a McCall who's right under the basket, and the score is 15-12. Knicks are doing a tremendous job of closing this gap right here. Ant trying to sauce up Hart, driving. He's looking to put it up. Nope, he passes it out, and it's stolen by OG. Fast break. Brunson to OG to lob, and he dunks it. 15-14 Knicks. Great defense, better offense, and it's a 1-point game. Here we go. Randall bringing it up. He got Cat on it. There's a foul inside. It looks like it's called on OG if I'm hearing these commentators correctly. What a great sequence that was, man. Fast break dunk or fast break lob from freaking Brunson to McCall, and then OG steals on the very next position, and it's a fast break lob to him. I like it. Look at that, guys. Look at that. We back in it. I want to update the score, but I'm afraid something's going to happen. 15-14, though. Here we go. Oh, my God. Brunson is guarding Randall. He's looking, but he got double team. Now he's Yabusele switches on to him. Wide open man for 3 for the Wolves. I can't tell who that was, and he hits it. 18-14. Josh Hart bringing it up. Fat man Yabusele sets it over to Brunson. Brunson swings it over to Shamet. Shamet back over to Hart. All right, they get it over to McCall. Knicks are moving. There's 3 men in there. McCall, you going to put that up? Yep, that wasn't a smart idea. Rebounded by Naz Reid, and Naz is bringing it up. Gets it over to, I think that's Walker. He pops it. There's a whistle, though. It's an offensive foul. We'll take it, so it doesn't count. Doesn't count. All right, I think I have a chance real quick to update the score. I think it's 18-14, right? Wow, this is actually, now that I think about it, this is going to be a chore to update this during these games. There we go. Brunson's bringing it up. He's backing mine down. Spins, gets inside, but blocked by Reid. That's a goaltending because the ball was on the way down as Reid blocked it. So we get the points anyway. 18-16 is Wolves ball. Mike Conley bringing it up. Old man Conley, man. Passes it over to Randall, who's guarded by the fat man. Passes it back to Conley, who gets it over to Walker. Walker is trying to sauce up Shamet. He passes back over to Conley. Passes back over to Randall. Randall is trying to do something. He gets inside, splits the defense. Is that an and one or is that a foul somewhere else? I heard a whistle. If he's going to the free throw line, it's an and one. I think it's going to be an and one. 20-16 right now. Look at Yabusele, man. What a waste of a contract, bro. Dude came to New York, started eating halal food nonstop, gained like 30 pounds, and then he's just bad at basketball. This is ridiculous. Randall is cooking. He split the defense there, but like I'm beginning to not like Yabusele, man, over the course of the game so far. 21-16 as Randall hits his free throw. I swear to God, man. All right, here we go. Knicks bringing it up. Conley's on Brunson. Yabusele comes up. Screen doesn't work. Brunson over to Hart because he draws the defense in, and it's a 3. 21-19. They're trying to operate fast here. Randall is trying to sauce up this fat man. Backing him down. Hart tries to get in. Randall spins, puts it up. Good shot. Amazing post move. 23-19. Julius Randle. Wow, Josh Hart. Are you going to pop it? No, he passes it back out to Brunson, who's guarded by Julius Randle. Brunson's trying to go inside. Passes out to Hart. Hart looks to pop it, but he spins, gets inside. Open Yabusele for three, and he hits it. Okay. 23-22, and they need a timeout. They need a timeout. 23-22 on a Yabusele 3? I would have never expected that. Knicks, you're down, but playing good ball. But wow, Julius Randle is cooking so far. Let me read the comments I missed. Mike says, doctor said, unfortunately, I couldn't be able to play football again. So the head coach, my mentor, tried to lift my spirits, maybe the running backs coach. I've been coaching ever since. I do remember that, Mike. I do remember that. And I got to say once again, bro, I'm proud of you for how far you've come as a coach, man. Next head coach would be great if you get it. Next head coach would be great if you get it, Mike. But Kyle, can we all agree that so far, and it is an 82-game regular season, so things can change, but so far, Yabusele is a waste of space. All right. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I got my NFL glasses on because I'm like, I'm not giving this man enough time. But Yabusele, I'm not talking just about this game, bro. Like so far this season, like you ain't been worth it, bro. Maybe you could prove me wrong. Yabusele can hit the three. He's getting muscled by Randle. All that fat and weight on him, he's getting muscled by Randle. But I will say, I remember for when Julius was on our team. Julius is actually one of the strongest players in the game. People don't realize that. He is one of the stronger players in the league, bro. People really don't realize that. Hey, you're the head coach now. Oh my God, Mike. That's awesome, Mike. I'm happy for you, bro. That's a great achievement. Randall and Dante are out for blood this game. Listen, Randall understand. Actually, no, I take that back. Dante understand. Randall not so much because Dante spent 1 year here and we packed him up, bro. I did not want to trade Dante. I don't know how you guys felt. I'm glad that we got Cat, but I really didn't want to trade Dante, bro. He was like the perfect 2-3 guy to have. Could come off the bench or was a great starter for us. Was great for us in the playoffs. Dante DiVincenzo has one of the only double bangs in history. And we packed him up. I get it, Dante. I get that you're mad, bro. I can't lie to you, man. Can't lie to you. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Who's worse, Yabusele or Banks? Banks, because we spent a first-round pick on him. At least Yabusele is just a bust of a free agent signing. It's not like it was a huge free agent signing. It was a supporting role free agent signing. Deonte Banks is I don't have words to describe that man, bro. We really spent a first-round pick on Deonte Banks for what? For what? Swear to God, man. Don't get me started on the Giants, man, because we might be keeping Joe Shane, because John Mara, he doesn't know how to build or run a football team. Doesn't learn from his mistakes. The Giants. Now is not the time to think about the Giants. Now it's time to think about the one good team in New York, the New York Knicks. Who would have thought just 5 years ago I never would have been saying that? But here we are. Who would have thought? Me and you and me, who would have thought we would have been here? What just happened to the comments? Yo. All right, the game is back on. StreamYard is bugging out on me. As Nas Reed is spinning, Josh Hart knocks it out of his hand. I think it's still Wolves ball, but good reach. Good reach. 3:13 to go in the first quarter here. 5 assists by 5 different players. The broadcast is showing me right now. All right, Minnesota, I see you. Over to Nas. Why is Josh Hart guarding him? I noticed that we have him playing the 4, but that's just not a good matchup. Yabusele on Randall. Randall's going to cook him. Gets inside with a back step. And it does not, step back, and it does not go in. Brunson's bringing it up. I don't know who's on him right now. Number 22. And he gets switched. Mike Conley's on him now. Brunson, what is he doing? He has a little bit of an ISO. Spins, gets inside, looking to put it up with that patented Jalen Brunson shot, and it's in. And the Knicks with their first lead of the game since they scored first, 24-23. Mike Conley gets it over to the man that's been scoring for them, Randall, all game long. Yabusele and his big booty self staring him in his eyes, backing him down, but then he passes out to an open Nas Reed, 28 foot. Nope. All right. Yabusele rebound, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson's driving, stops, tries to pop, and it's stolen. Now Nikhil is bringing it up. He drives. He's trying to get that fast break score. Blocked by McCall, but they still keep the ball, passes it out. It ends up in Randall's hand eventually. Good defense by McCall, but Knicks, you got to come up with that. And Mike Conley pops the three. 26-24 Timberwolves. There's a whistle. Delay of game on who? Minnesota? I didn't know you could call delay a game in basketball, guys. I'm going to be real with you. And it's on Mike Conley. But the points still count. The rules are a little bit new and weird to me, guys. I'm going to be real with you. As Jalen Brunson is bringing it up 22 on him. I can't tell who that is. Landry Shamet sets the screen. Brunson trying to shake him. He's trying to split the defense. He gets it out to McCall. McCall gets it stripped. Still Knicks ball, it looks like. Some type of something happened there. The ref blew the whistle and still Knicks ball. Clark finally got his name because they finally zoom in on him. Whoever that is, Clark. And now they're just focusing on old man Mike Conley. They're probably saying, as a vet, he shouldn't have gotten that delay of game call. I guarantee you that's what they're talking about. I could be wrong, though. 26-24. Brunson on the inbound, passes it, gets it out to Mitch Robinson, guarded by Rudy. Back over to Brunson. Mitch tries to set the screen. He gets it over to Deuce, who's guarded by Ant. He's trying to shake him, trying to jump, stop and pop, mid-range. Hey, is that not a goaltend? But all right, it gets in there anyway, I think on a putback by OG, because I saw this dude jump up and try to, he hit it as it was on the rim. Whatever, we got the points. Tie game, 26-26. Rudy Gobert passes out to Ant. Ant gets the screen. He gets open. 27-footer. Does not make it. There's a call. What is it? Illegal screen or something? Because they're just walking back, and it's Knicks ball. So we'll see. Let's see. I mean, I'm guessing it's an illegal screen call, bro. Not as egregious as what Draymond used to do in those 2010s Warriors teams, but I'll take it. All right, let's see if we can take the lead again here. Shamet with a screen. Brunson working, backing down, spinning, trying to get to that mid-range. He puts it up. It's not good. Rebound Gobert. Nas Reed is bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Ant, who's been quiet so far. It's only been a quarter. For the Wolves, it's been the Julius Randle show for sure. Ant is basically at the logo dribbling. Gets a screen for Gobert, drives, shakes, stops, pops, mid-range, does not make it. So rebounded by Brunson, who's bringing it up. Is he going to try a fast break point? Nope. Slows it down. Deep two territory, over to Shamet, back over to Brunson. He's driving. Euro step, passes out to OG. OG, step back, deep two. Does not get him. Offensive rebound by Mitch. And we could just dribble out the clock here, but he's probably going to try and put up a shot. Take the lead as we go into the second quarter for three. Air ball, but rebound and point by Mitch Robinson. That's why we keep him around despite his weird online presence. I love Mitch. I got his autograph. You guys can't see it. I have another Knicks hat back there. It's autographed by Mitch Robinson. During his rookie year, he was at the NBA store in Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan. Went over, got his autograph. Asked him how he felt about the nickname. The Iron Giant at the time was his nickname. I don't know if that's still his nickname, yo. Y'all will let me know. So let me update the score. It is 28-26, I believe. And now it's going to be the second quarter. And then I'll get to the comments I missed while looking at the game. But damn. Let's see. Stingray X Factor, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, I'm trying it. Why not? I'm a Knicks fan. Trying to work it into the channel. Going to work it into the podcast as well. Why not? Why not try and call Knicks games? But it is something new to me, so there's going to be stumbles along the way. Timberwolves are making a bunch of mistakes, and the Knicks are taking advantage, but the Knicks also need to clean up their game a little bit. And they have, to be fair. They were getting some calls by the refs. After a timeout, they came back, not so much. Crazy how both Minnesota and New York are good now. 5 years ago, this would have been a snooze fest. 5 years ago, this would have been the battle of cheeks, left versus right. You're completely right. And they were built in different ways. I love that about sports in general. There's different ways to rebuild a team. And Minnesota did it the more traditional way, drafted a superstar, built around that superstar. They already had some pieces that were also drafted by them. They really built through the draft, to be honest with you. Had one or two free agent signings, but this is a team that was built up to the draft the traditional way. The Knicks are kind of the exact opposite. We are a team that's built almost completely on free agents. We were a team that Leon Rose built trying to get the best and most valuable free agent signings out there. And it worked out because all of our draft picks, in terms of especially the first round guys, they're not really on the team. It's our second round guys that we developed that were developmental players to start out in the first place that are still here. They were built in two completely different ways. It's amazing to see, in my opinion. Big Mitch, shout out to Nova in the chat. Also, Robinson is underrated, but can he stay healthy? That's always been the question for him his entire career. Always been the question for Mitch. As long as he can stay healthy in the playoffs, I think he's worth it. Like, he really is. He's one of the best big man defenders in the league and one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. He's worth it when healthy for sure. All right. Was there always a basketball in the? Yeah, there was actually. You can go back and look. I don't know if I've ever had the logo up this big in videos in the past, but you could go back and look. There's always been a basketball there. I just never I never incorporated it, and that's on me. I became strictly a Giants channel because it's no secret. I'm a bigger Giants fan than I am a Knicks fan, but I am a big Knicks fan. Like, I am. I need to get my Knicks merch up, but the Knicks, you know, I have an autograph of a current active Knicks player. I cannot say the same for the Giants. I have a Nick Gates autograph for the Giants. Shout out Nick Gates. No disrespect to him. Just a random center that did a good job for us on a 2-year stretch. But I have a Mitchell Robinson autograph. I went out to Midtown because I heard he was there, stood in line and waited for it. I'm a big fan of both teams. It's just I'm a bigger fan of the Giants, and so that kind of took over the channel. It is what it is. It's fine. Now I'm trying to incorporate it more. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of different ways, maybe the Giants can build around Dart and guys like Neighbors and Scatterboo, when they look good, that hurt sucks. I know with the Giants, what they need is depth, which the Knicks now have. So they really need to look to their brethren down in MSG and build after them. Ooh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to get to your comments in a second. You know what? No, I'm going to finish it out. I'll get to the game in a second. Let's see here. Knicks should have been in finals, but ran into the Red Hot Pacers. Yep. I think this team could still competed with a 2022 squad, which had a lot of draft picks at the time, like Grimes, OB, RJ, IQ. I miss OB and IQ specifically, bro. I was never the largest fan of RJ. I didn't have any ill will towards him, but I never thought RJ would have been the guy for us. That's just my thought. But yeah. They know that you like the Knicks. I am a huge fan of the Knicks, bro. If you came in during what I was saying, like how I'm waiting in line for autographs and stuff, I'm a huge fan of the Knicks. It's just that my channel was always more Giants oriented. But we're going to change it. So we're back here. Something happened. I don't know what the hell happened. And Gobert is at the line. Puts it up. Misses. We'll take it. Rudy Pooty. Bro, he really got the milk dug nugget, bro. He really went to the barber and said, give me the shiny, bro. It's not a good look, Rudy. I'm sorry, bro. You should have went to Turkey and got a hair treatment. This is insane. It's insane. Some dudes look good with a bald head. Some dudes, it just looks like a milk dud, man. Deuce, bring it up. Pass it over to OG. Back over to Deuce. Over to Cat. Okay, Nas Reed poked the ball free. And still Knicks ball. Look at Dante, man, with the face mask. I hate that the NBA doesn't allow the carbon fiber face mask anymore, man. Players look so tough with the carbon fiber face mask on, but it's banned now. You got to be the clear face mask. Anyway, inbounded over to Cat. If I'm Cat, I'd have beef with Nas because he basically stole your role in Minnesota. As Deuce stops and pop mid-range makes it. Nice. 30-27 here. Mike Conley's bringing it up. Ant gets it. Screen. McCall on him. He goes into the. Ooh, lobs it up. I was going to say he's going into a sea of white jerseys, but lobs it up for a nice score there to Rudy. Cat looks like he was going to pop it. Now he's getting in. Dunks it on the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year that nobody in the league respects. Good on you, Cat. I need to see you use your size more. I love the outside shooting ability, but you're a big man. Rudy passes it out, and he had 2 small guys on him, speaking of size. And Nas is being guarded by Jordan freaking Clarkson, and it's in and out, but he gets it in with the putback. I was about to say something nasty, bro. Nas, you big for nothing, but offensive rebounds, you got it, man. There we go. Deuce brings it up, screen, passes it over to OG. OG pops it. There was space. Please tell me you make it, and he does. And he does. There was space there guarded by Gobert, but that's more than enough for OG to get to work. All right. Rudy passes it back to Ant, guarded by now fouled. All right. All right, guys. I'm actually random as hell. I'm getting a call from my dad. So I'm going to mute my Oh, sorry about that, guys. And I know there's a commercial break now. Let me know what the score is. My dad called real quick. He doesn't call that often, but when he does, I'll take the call. If you guys have good relationships with your parents out there, man, continue that, man. It's great. Oh, I love to see it. The Knicks are still up 41-37. Let me update the banner. Maintain it if you got a good relationship with your folks, man. My dad, he's older. He's gonna be 65 this year. His age is starting to show and all that. So I appreciate whatever time I get with him a lot more now compared to when I don't live with them anymore now. I'm in my own apartment and stuff now. So I appreciate whenever he calls over and stuff like that. Had to take that call, man. Let's see here. Shout out to Big Task Cat. Yo, YouTube is still showing these usernames instead of like the display names, man. I'll get to the comps in a second. And we're back, guys. Once again, apologize for that. Here we are. Deuce, 6 minutes to go. What a three. Whose face was that in, man? Splash. 44-37. I saw Nova said he wishes this is the finals matchup. Last year, I wished it was the finals matchup because the storylines would have been great. As Cat with a block. Okay, from behind. Hart's bringing it up. Gets it over to Cat. Cat looks like he's about to pop. Is that not an up and down? I'm so confused by what an up and down is these days. Trying to drive. What a pass over to Jordan Clarkson with the dunk. Cat with the block from behind, and then he thinks he's Magic Johnson. Over the shoulder pass to a cutting Jordan Clarkson there. McDaniels with the ball now. Now it's over to Julius Randle, who's guarded by a small man, Josh Hart. Cat's coming over to help. Julius passes it over to Walker. Walker gets the screen. He's trying to sauce him up. He gets inside, puts it up. There's a foul. No and one, though. Gets helped up right there. I like that. That was a nice little sequence right there. I like that. Look at that dunk, man. Jordan Clarkson, man. So inspirational. So inspirational, man. And Walker hits the free throw. Knicks with 10 assists so far. They're highlighting Mr. Clarkson, who was, of course, a sixth man of the year. I love the signing, man. It's probably my favorite signing of this past offseason. And Walker hits his second free throw. I just love the depth of this team now, man. KD mentioned it on last night's Young Guns pod. We don't necessarily need somebody to explode and carry the team. It could be really a more even, divided up scoring, and that's great. As Josh Hart is driving, passes it out to McCall. McCall gets it back out to a wide open Hart. He looks like he was going to shoot, but he drives in for the midi, and it's rebounded by the Timberwolves. Did not go. McDaniels brings it up. Passes out to Julius Randle. Has Randle still been cooking us? I don't know. He gets a screen and gets wide open and hits a three. Yeah, Julius. Why couldn't you hit your threes like that when you were on the Knicks, bro? Come on, bro. I'm not mad because we got a better three-point shooter in a big man, but you're hitting these threes. I think you haven't missed a three yet, or maybe missed one. As McCall's driving up, man, who do you think you are, bro? Pass that ball out. This man was going between his legs back and forth like it's 2K. Deuce passes it back to McCall. McCall passes it over to Cat, who's guarded by Julius. A screen from Deuce, and Cat pops it, but does not go. Rebounded by Randle as he's bringing it up now. 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Randle's driving, puts it up. It looks like that was supposed to be a lob. I can't tell. But they're saying that Josh Hart fouled who? Rudy? Yeah, Hart looks incredulous right now. Is that a word, guys? Did I use it right? Because I kind of got a little bit of PTSD from last night in Epitome, man. Y'all got on my ass for that. Incredulous, right? That's a word, I think. While this is going on, let me see the comments that I missed. Wish they would have held on to Grimes. I said it last night, man. I miss quick, grimy Deuce. Let's see. Love me crashing out the Broncos game. I could have tell it was going to happen as soon as Deontay came in, bro. Sometimes you could have a that's so Raven moment and see the future. Dante DiVincenzo just hit a three, I think, and now it's a 1-point game. Wait a minute. Got to lock in here for a second. Brunson's back in, passes it over to Hart. Hart's guarded by his Villanova brother. Pass it over to Clarkson. Clarkson over to Mitch. Mitch, hold on to that ball now. Clarkson's coming around. He pops it. There's no separation. Mitch tries to get the rebound, does not get it, falls to his butt. Randall gets it. He's bringing it up, passes out to Mike Conley, who tries to pop it, passes out to a wide open Walker for a three. Yup. And he gets it. Corner three. Hart's bring it up as the Timberwolves now have the lead. Josh Hart coming around the screen. Tries to get over it. Successfully gets it over to OG after kind of a messy pass. OG gets it over to Clarkson, who's going, driving, puts it up, in and out. And that's Minnesota ball as it goes out of bounds on the attempted rebound. There we go. Mike Conley gets it over to Randall, who's guarded by Clarkson. Gets it over back to Conley. Drives, pops it out to DiVincenzo for the corner three, and he hits it. I think that's the Knicks with a timeout. 51 to, 46? Yep. 5-point lead. Minnesota takes control of the game again. Good timeout there by Mike Brown. He got to speak to the guys. Got to figure out what's going on here. They're letting up these threes, and I need to see these comments again. What did I mix? What did I miss? The big cat. That was earlier today while I was on the phone call. I missed it. My bad, guys. Let's see. Do I still miss Randall and Dante? I know him versus Cat was a big trade last year. I don't miss Randall that much. I do miss Dante. When that trade happened, I was almost against it because I was like, we gave up Dante. Dante wasn't a bench piece for us. He was a starting piece for us. We got just 1 year out of him. That's the part that kind of not pissed me off, but that's the part that made me react the most. I'm like, we signed him, I think it was on a 2 or 3 year deal, and we traded him after 1 year, after he was a big part of our team during the regular season, and he came up big during the playoffs. I think we've successfully replaced him, not with another Dante DiVincenzo type player, but in parts with several players. But it would have been great to keep him, man. And that's outside of all of the the Villanova friendship ring thing. That's just it was a great fit, and he worked well on the team thing. So I miss Dante, but it is what it is. Giants lack of weapons, which forces incompletions and drops. Huge parts why the Giants fail to never get over the hump. Also depth, but lack of weapons and depth go hand in hand, right? Because Malik Neighbors goes down, we have no wide receivers. Cam Scatterbu goes down, we don't have a run game. Coaching is a part of that, like I said last night on the pod, but depth, man, it's just non-existent with the Giants. Julius Bumble was never balling like this for us. He was always just inconsistent, man. That's what it is. And his shooting definitely wasn't 75% from the three. I'll tell you that. I know, man. Dante, he's not going off, but he's on a little bit of a burner right now that they have the lead. Let me change this score. It's a commercial. I should change the score right now. It's 46 to 51. Timberwolves lead. Wow. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. I gotta see Ant Edwards on my screen in a Sprite commercial now, bro. Come on. I need to get into hockey, guys. I'm a big fan of basketball. I'm a big fan of football. The one sport I always wanted to get into was hockey. And you know why? They allow these dudes to just fight in hockey, and I love that. They need to allow that in more sports. And maybe I'm the problem because I want to see more violence in sports. But I love the fact that you could just put up the hands and start duking it out with somebody in the middle of the game, and all you get is you go to the timeout box, bro. Basically, you go to the I was a bad boy box, but you could literally knock somebody out in hockey and it's fine. I gotta get into hockey. And the Rangers are not a bad team. The New York Rangers. I'll stick it right here, continue with my New York teams. But man, and I used to I went to high school in Brooklyn. Funnily enough, literally a block away from Barclays. So obviously the Nets were right there. So it was actually kind of fun to walk by sometimes and as the Nets are playing. But for a little bit, the Islanders played at Barclays. Now they're back out. They're not in Long Island officially. They're still in Queens now, I think, at UBS Arena. But I just always wanted to get into hockey. I just never did, man. As he pops one, Jalen Brunson, and it's in. 49-51. Minnesota still leads as Mike Conley's driving up the ball right here. Pass it over to Devo. Gets it back over to Conley. Gets it over to Julius. Is he going to pop it? He looks like he wants to pop it with Mitchell Robinson on him. He's trying to, step back three. Misses. Or does he? Okay, he does miss. Rudy Gobert with the offensive rebound. Like 3 dudes on him. Is that Jalen Brunson? Stripping Milk Dud Rudy? Oh my God. Look at my GOAT. So inspirational. He passes it over to Hart. Could have popped it, didn't. It's not like Josh Hart has the most consistent 3. Brunson gets a screen from OG. Gets Walker. 27-footer. It's not good. Rebounded by the big Ragu. Although I guess we can't call him that anymore because he's not on the Knicks. Tries to lob it. Gets it over to Conley, though. Gets it over to Randall, who's guarded by Jalen. And okay. Gets it over to Mike. Mike gets it over to Devo because the Knicks are switching, and Devo hits the 3. There's only so much switching you can do before Minnesota finds a good shot and gets it in. Here we go. Oh, it looks like McCall's getting ready to come back in the game as Brunson. He's trying to get some work over here. Pass it over to Josh Hart. Nah, not Josh Hart for the 3 now. I literally just said, he could hit the occasional 3, but he's not a 3-point shooter. As Minnesota gets it over to McDaniels. Not McDaniels. Oh, yeah, it is McDaniels. Have I been calling Nickeil Alexander-Walker? Have I been saying that for J-Mac this entire time, bro? That's on me. That's on me. That's J-Mac. That's on me, guys. Anyway, there's a little bit of a thing right here. The ball goes out of bounds as the Knicks attempted to steal it. Whose ball are they saying it is? They're saying it's Knicks' ball. Okay, got you. And Ant is back in the game now as well. They had Ant a lot on Brunson this game. Anyway, Cat comes over for the screen. Brunson spins away from it, trying to get it. He has a lane, but he passes out to Hart for the 3. Smart decision. Hart hits the 3, but also a smart decision because there was 3 blue jerseys around him. Nice heads-up play right there by Jalen. Randall's bringing it up. He has Cat on him. He's going to drive. He looks like he puts it up, but gets it out for a 3 by Devo. Does not work. Gobert tries for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Knicks ball, 54-52. McCall's bringing it up. He's looking to pass. And what is he doing? Still looking to pass. Gets it over to OG. OG is also looking to pass immediately. Gets it back over to McCall. Cal gets it over to Hart. Hart gets it over to Cat. Cat has the 3-time defense player of the year on him. Tries to squeeze it in, but could not. It gets interrupted by Minnesota, and it goes out of bounds, so it's still our ball anyway. So there's 3 seconds, so they literally have to just get this over to either McCall or OG in the corner or get it over to Brunson for a quick 3. Or, they could attempt it too, but I think the 3 is the way to go here. So McCall is the one inbounding. Get it over to Brunson or OG, in my opinion. Gets over Brunson. Brunson gets inside, and he puts it up. Does not work, but Cat with the nice offensive rebound. Stole it out of the hands of Dante. Puts it back up, and it's a tie game. I like that. I said, man, I need to see a little bit more big man aggressiveness from Cat. I'm liking what I'm seeing. 38 seconds to go. And is trying to drive. Passes it out to Randall. Randall's driving. And that's got to be an offensive foul, please. Is that what they're saying? No, they're calling it on the Knicks. Okay. I thought that would have been a charge, but they're saying Cat flopped. Maybe they're saying, I don't know what this would be, actually. I thought this would have been a charge. But it looks like they're calling it on the Knicks instead of calling it on the Wolves. So okay, yep. Cat is at the line. All right, refs. Whatever you say, man. All right. So he hits both of his free throws. Come on, guys. Are we going to have another 3 to end the half like we had a 3 to end the first quarter as Brunson's bringing it up, being guarded by Clark, passes it over to Hart. Hart gets it over to OG. OG's looking like he wants to pass it well up. Oh, they tried the beautiful game passing, but it doesn't work. It's stolen. And then it's a lob from Devo to Randall for a two. The two former Knicks. Hart's bringing it up. He's looking like he wants a fast break point. Gets it over, and it's stolen again, but at least this time it goes out of bounds, so it's still Knick ball with 1.1 seconds to go. The best we can do is make it a 1-point game on a quick three, but 1.1 seconds is really not that much time. Not that much time. If you don't get this milk dud off of my screen, bro, do not zoom in on Rudy Gobert ever again, dog. All right, McCall's going to be the inbounder. Look at it. It gets it over to Cat. Cat, put it up. Does not get it. So 58-54 at halftime. Let me update that score. Let me look at your comments if there was any new comments, and let's talk. 58-54. Chat. All right. Shout out to Word if you're still in the chat. I watch hockey for the fights. I'm telling you, bro. And hockey, you know how I know hockey is going to be entertaining, dog? So, not to completely dox myself to where I'm living now, but I'm not living in the city anymore, my new apartment, because of my job. My job is outside the city. It's in a smaller city, but not New York City anymore. They don't have any major sports teams out here. They do, however, have lacrosse teams. And I didn't know that there was professional lacrosse leagues. So I went to a couple games, and I won't lie to you, I had a lot of fun, dog. Those fans are rowdy. They get into it. They're energetic. And I never knew anything about lacrosse in my life until I went to one of those games. And it's literally hockey, but like with the sticks, but like with the basket sticks. I don't know what it's called. It's exactly the same as hockey. And I had a great time there. And I already knew I was going to enjoy hockey just because of the fights. Now I'm like, I really got to watch hockey because I just enjoyed lacrosse. Like, damn. I got to watch it, man. Dante's finding a rhythm. What was my favorite network as a kid? Cartoon Network, Nick, or Disney Channel? That's a great question. I'm going to sound like a boomer when I talk about this because I know everybody from my generation, and also I'm a Gen Z guy, and I'm older Gen Z, obviously. And then even the millennials, we all say this, but I truly believe it. We came up during the golden era of kids networks, bro. Kids networks are not what they used to be. So, like, in terms of Cartoon Network, I grew up with shows like Kids Next Door. I grew up with the tail end of Dexter's Lab, the tail end of Johnny Bravo. But like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, bro, that was a hit, bro. That was a hit. Chowder, absolute hit. Ben 10, the original Ben 10. And then what was the sequel called? I don't know. The very first sequel, because now there's like 5 different Ben 10s. What else was on Cartoon Network, bro? Those are the ones that are coming to mind immediately. I know I missed some. Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans, 2004 Batman, and then Batman the Brave and the Bold, back-to-back hits. Oh, man. And then on Nick, SpongeBob before it became, not good today. My boy, Avatar Aang, Avatar The Last Airbender, to this day, still my favorite, like, cartoon ever, bro. What else did Nick have around that time? I guess they really didn't have too much of a selection. But Teen Nick had great selections because they had Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, super underrated. Everybody's heard of Drake and Josh. iCarly, everybody's heard of iCarly. I feel like not enough people know about Zoe 101, man. Shout out to Zoe 101. Victorious after a little bit. I went to Nick for the live action shows. That's after Avatar ended. But like Avatar was really the only cartoon they had that held my attention as a kid. And then Disney Channel, I guess I wasn't on Disney that much. Disney also for the live action shows, I guess, because cartoon wise, when I grew up, what did they have? I don't know. I could be missing something, but they had That's So Raven, which was a hit. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which was a hit. Then Sweet Life on Deck, which was a hit. What's that? Wizard of Waverly Place. I was never the biggest fans of Wizard of Waverly Place, but I recognized that what it brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? So for cartoons, I was definitely in the Cartoon Network, but live action stuff, it was Nick and Disney for sure, man. You know what I mean? Jamie Lynn Spears. I think everybody had a crush on her growing up. Zoe 101 is just so underrated, man. That's the first place you saw Victoria Justice too. Zoe 101. You know what I'm saying? I loved everybody on Zoe 101. I think it's one of the most underrated shows, and the only reason it is because people don't know about it. And the only reason people don't know about it is because it got cut short. You know, it got canceled because Jamie Lynn Spears, you know, teen pregnancy and all that. So it got canceled. But yeah. Oh, Ed and Eddie. I think that was also kind of the tail end when I as a kid, along with like Kids Next Door. So yeah. Miles Garrett sacked me is crazy. Chat, how we feeling about this game so far, man? Knicks are down 4. I should change it to quarter 3 now, actually. Let me do that. I think that they're playing a good game. I think that the Timberwolves are just playing better, and the Timberwolves are getting better shots. I think the Knicks defense in the possessions that led them to lose the lead has just been a bit sloppy. I don't think they need to change anything big per se to take this lead back and to win this game. What I should pull up is the stats. Let me see here. Is there anybody that just should be scoring more? Brunson has 7, Cat has 10. I think both of them, if they just step up their scoring in the second half, will be fine. You know what I'm saying? If they finish with 20 and 14, then it would be an issue. Like somebody should score 25 plus, and I think that's going to happen in the second half. We'll see. But on the flip side, let me take a look at Ant. Ant has 5 points. The guys, oh, this is so freaking hilarious. The guys that's been doing the scoring for them is Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. Of course, it's them. Of course, it's the former Knicks doing the scoring for them. Yep, they also have in turnovers for sure. Oh, Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb was a Disney XD hit, though. You know, I know Disney XD is Disney, but that was a different channel. Phineas and Ferb was one of the original shows on Disney XD, right? Shout out to them. Straight up with Kicking It. Don't get me started on Kicking It, bruh. Hey, Lab Rats. But at that point, I was already kind of like graduating out of kid shows. I'm not going to lie to you. Nickelodeon, PBS Kids, we had better shows. Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Legends of Hidden Temple, Keenan and Kel, Arthur. Bro, half of the shows you're listing were on Nick. Am I tripping? Keenan and Kel is Nick. I think Rugrats was Nick. Hey Arnold was Nick. I don't know about Legends of the Hidden Temple. All the shows you're listing was on Nick because you said boring Nickelodeon PBS Kid right here. Or are you saying I had the boring Nick era? Maybe I did, but hey, man, Avatar alone, I think Avatar is the greatest. And granted, it's a kid show, but I think but it has a lot of messages that are not kid show messages. I'll give it credit there. It's the greatest cartoon in history, in my opinion, Avatar. Olivia Hope from Kicking It, childhood crush right there, bro. Big childhood crush right there. Don't get me started. Listen. If you're on Disney Channel, okay, I was just associated with XD for some reason. Why the hell did they even start Disney XD, bro? But yeah, I associate Phineas and Ferb way more with XD than with the regular Disney Channel. Oh, Disney XD also had Kick Buttowski, bro. I was a fan of Kick Buttowski, bro. I love that show. I love that show, man. Oh, you're a Nickelodeon PBS kid. Okay, got you. Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom. I knew I forgot something from Nick in terms of cartoons. I love Danny Phantom. I'm not the biggest fan of Fairly Odd Parents. As a kid, I definitely was. But looking back now, I'm like, damn, that show is really just nostalgia, bro. But Timmy's mom, though? Listen, I understood. Listen, Timmy's mom. And then Jimmy's mom from Jimmy Neutron, bro. Carl, I see your vision. I see you. I hear you. I respect you, Carl. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. I love how I asked how y'all feel about the Knicks and what's going on with this game, and everybody's just like, let's talk about cartoons. I mess with it. I do. But it's still funny. It's still funny. Yo, there was a lot of cartoon moms as a kid. Before I even knew what attraction was, I was just like, they bad. Jimmy's mom, Timmy's mom, Dexter's mom. Jorgen's girlfriend from Fairly Odd Parents, the big buff dude, his girlfriend. I think she was the Tooth Fairy. Kim Possible. Oh man. Oh, Kim Possible was like an awakening for me as a kid, dog. Kim Possible. It's like that meme where you're like, I don't want to play with Legos anymore. Kim Possible was that for me. I can't believe I forgot that. Literally everybody on Kim Possible, bro. Wow. No, but are you older than me? Bro's talking about Rocco's Modern Life and Angry Beavers. That is 90s Nick shows. You older than me, dog? Damn. Bro, Kim Possible. That one, the dark-haired chick that looked a lot like Kim. I can't remember if they were related or that was on Cheer Squad. Oh my god. Even Kim's mom. Oh my god, bro. Yo, this is gonna look so crazy out of context, bro. But listen, man. Yeah, Billy and Mandy, Invader Zim. That was a Nick show, though, right? I remember seeing that on Nick. I know that Invader Zim got canceled and brought back, and that's just like when I was a child. Like I'm talking about younger than 10. Most of the stuff I listed post 10-year-old, of course, is like regular show, Amazing World of Gumball. Big fan of that. Came out when I was like 11 or 12. Then it was like Legend of Korra on Nick's side. I never loved Legend of Korra as much as I love the original Avatar. And then like the Nick live action shows, in my opinion, went downhill after like iCarly and Victorious ended, man. To be real with you. And that's when Kicking It started. That's when I started getting into the Disney live action. Well, I was already into the Disney live action shows with like That's So Raven and stuff, but that's when I started switching exclusively to them. Not Shigo, but Shigo's bad too. But there's another one. There's another one. Whenever I see Shigo on Halloween, it's like a childhood dream come true. Oh man, I know what you mean, dog. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Let's see. I'm 26. Oh, I'm 24 turning 25, so there's not much of a difference. Used to watch older stuff all the time. I'm still surprised. Like you got to be watching it on reruns or online then, right? Because I don't think it would have been showing when you were young, the shows you're talking about, unless they were like late 90s. Okay. I never really watched Camp Rock, chat. I'm gonna be real with you. I never really watched Camp Rock. I also never really watched High School Musical. And those are like the two biggest live action Disney movies, Camp Rock and High School Musical, or Disney Channel movies. Excuse me, I should say. I don't know why. I know my sister did. My sister did. She's older than me, but she's like 5 years older than me. All the other kids, I grew up like in a village back in Guyana. So when I say village, it's gonna sound crazy, but all the other kids in the village, they did if they had a TV. Not everybody had a TV, but if they did, they watched it. I guess I never did, for whatever reason. I don't know. Oh, Monique was bad too, bro. Oh, Monique was bad, but Monique is not who I'm talking about. It's another chick. It literally just looks like Kim herself, but like a darker hair version. But Monique was bad. Oh my god. Monique was bad. They still aired on cable when you were a chick. Really? I guess I just never caught them. Yeah. Though I remember Disney Friends for Change, which was a charity for like the environment. They raised no money. I don't remember that. I guess it's more credence to you saying they raised no money because I don't remember that. What I do remember is the Danimals yogurt commercials to win a free cruise trip with Dylan and Cole Sprouse in the commercial. I don't know if anybody ever won that cruise trip. I think that was a scam. Does anybody remember those commercials? For like 2 years straight, they were airing those commercials. Maybe 3 years straight. I don't think anybody ever won that, bro. I got really into YouTube and watching stuff on the internet early on. So I never got too into cartoons that debuted in the mid to late 2000s. Wow. But we're not that much different in terms of age, bro. I'm surprised. Wow. Well, all I got to say of that is check out Avatar if you haven't. And check out my most underrated show of all time, Zoe 101, if you haven't. Mike, you're lying, bro. You're lying. There's no way you won that, dog. There's no way. Rocket Power was my show. You guys gonna make me go back and watch old cartoons? Never heard of Rocket Power. I've heard of it. I've never watched it. I've heard of it though. There's a great video online that talks about sort of the history of kids television. Remember earlier how I said kids TV doesn't really exist anymore? There's a lot of things for kids that don't exist anymore. It's kind of sad. Kids nowadays, they don't have public spaces like we had when we were kids. They don't have the same parks that we had. They don't have spaces to go outside, play, just be a kid, form connections in real life, in my opinion. And then on top of that, they don't have shows like they used to. Shows that could allow them to unwind, because kids don't watch TV anymore. But the reason they don't watch TV anymore is because they stopped making shows for them. They watch YouTube, which is fine. But I think you need to have shows that you could connect, that you could go back to the playground the next day, or in this case, to school the next day, because there is no playgrounds, and talk about shows. Not all of them got to be educational or have a moral, lesson to it, but some of them do. But it's just shows you can connect on. Kids just watch YouTube now. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. There's a great video that talks about that, how kids TV became a thing. It's essentially like a documentary, and it covers all the major channels that we're talking about. It even covers channels that don't exist anymore, like Fox Kids. And it kind of talks, it's like over an hour long. It's a deep video. If I could find it, I'll post a link to it in the chat, because I think if you have the time, it's worth the watch. Kind of talks about how they were formed, the reason they were formed, how they lasted, going through their golden age to where the point it is today, which is it's not there today, you know what I mean? But let's get back to the game real quick. As the ball is over, Randall gets it over to Ant and puts it up, but I think that was tipped by McCall. Good defense. Gets it over to Brunson, who gets it over to Cat. Cat looks to pop. Not in. Off the rim, rebounded by Randall, brings it back up. Quick pass to Devo for a three, and that's also not in. Cat rebound. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson dribbling the ball up. Looking, pops it mid-range, and that's no good. Rebounded by Devo. Devo passes over to Randall, guarded by Cat. Randall, easy two. Layup right there, 60-54. Brunson gets it over to OG, who tries to get over to Cat, bounces around, but gets it over to Cat eventually. Gets it over to what just happened? That was all just sloppiness. It ends up out of bounds. That was just pass going wrong after another. Cat should have just put it up. Even OG could have put it up. Whatever, man. That right there needs to be cleaned up. Anyway, Randall has the ball. Gets it over to Devo. Devo is driving. He misses, and that was a wide open layup, actually. Brunson gets it over to McCall, who's going to pop it on the wing, and he gets it. So 3-point game now. Randall's getting it up, guarded by OG Anunoby. Randall gets the screen, now guarded by Mitch. He pops the three, in and out. Thank God. Gobert trying to get it. Oh, my God, he bounces it out. So the Timberwolves do get the rebound. J-Mac for three, in and out. And Jalen Brunson comes up with the rebound. He's bringing it up now. Gets it over to OG. OG splits inside, gets inside. Easy 2. 1-point game. Nice play by OG there with that layup. Ant has the ball, being guarded by Brunson. Steps back. Oh, my God. Blocked by Mitch, but he gets his own rebound. Passes over all the way to J-Mac, who pops it for three. And J-Mac, good three. They made Mitch run all the way over. Somebody left their man. Mitchell Robinson should not have been the one running all the way over to the other side of the court for that. That's a collapse on the defense, as it's a 4-point game. Cat has it, passes it over to Brunson, still guarded by Ant. Brunson trying to sauce him up, driving, going for his turnaround, passes it out to McCall for a three on the wing. It bounces on the rim, a little too long there. Pause. Randall bring it up, passes it over to Ant, and gets it to Devo. Oh, my God. Gobert had it. He was going to make it, so it looks like Brunson just hugs him, so he goes to the free throw line instead. Because when Gobert got the ball, it was Jalen on him. So he's going to the free throw line. Gobert has some marks on his shoulders right there. I think that's cup therapy it's called, or heating cup therapy. Michael Phelps used to do that. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up, because I remember during the Olympics, Michael Phelps, they brought that up a lot. Anyway, and wow, turnover almost immediately by Anthony Edwards. He kind of throws it right at the foot of a Knick. They should have passed it to a wide open Mitch, but whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Mitch gets a rebound and he puts it in. Is that an and one? Looks like it's going to be an and one. Mitch was wide open, though, and they could have put it in, but whatever. We get it, and we get an and one. Potential for it to be a 1 point game. but Mitchell Robinson is like your traditional big, so this is probably not going to go in. We'll see what happens. While they're preparing, let me see if I missed anything here. Did I watch Arthur? I did. I caught like the tail end of Arthur, though. Like I caught the tail end of a lot of shows. Full House was my shit. I'll say that right now. If there was reruns of anything that showed, Nick at Night used to show reruns of Full House, bro. Full House, I loved Full House growing up for sure. Oh, yeah. All right, so, yep, he missed, I think. Yep, he missed his free throw. Anyway, J-Mac with the ball now, guarded by Cat. He's looking to do something, can't get free. Passes it out, and Randall mishandles the ball. It goes out of bounds. It's Nick's ball. Let's see here. Brunson dribbling up. Guarded by J-Mac. Gets the screen. He's on Gobert now. He's going to try and drive. Gets it up to a wide open Mitch, who puts it down for a tie game. That's what I'm talking about, man. Mitch just be open down there sometimes. Get it over to him. As Randall, he's bringing the ball up now. And Randall, this is the Julius Randle I know. This is the Julius Randle I know. I don't know what the hell happened. He looked like he's tripped on his own two legs right there, tripped on thin air as the ball rolls out of bounds. But I think it's still Minnesota ball. Let me put these armrests up. Tie game right here. I feel like I'm not centered, and it's pissing me off, dog. My minor OCD is kicking in. All right. Yep. Randall all the way, but missed it. Nice freaking outlet pass over. But then they get over to Cat for a 23-footer. Forget what I was saying. Cat with the lead, 66-65. Devo has the ball, gets over to Gobert. Back over to Devo, who tries his own 28-footer. Brother, you're no Karl Anthony Towns. He misses as Jalen Brunson's bringing it up. Oh, that's going to be out of bounds on Minnesota as DiVincenzo tries to get the steal. OG, you good, bro? He kind of stayed down there for a little bit. Okay, I think he was probably taking a breather. Though, do not worry me like that, man. They're going to challenge that it's Knicks ball. All right, then. I guess in the meantime, I could update the score 66-65 in favor of the New York Knickerbockers. Let's go here. Bam. All right, well, because I think it's on commercial break now. Let's look back at the comments section. Classics like Arthur and SpongeBob, we got spoiled. I'm telling you, it was the golden age, man. The 2000s, basically that entire decade, in my opinion, was the golden age. Because you had the tail end of like the first stuff. Then you had more original stuff. Like, I don't know, man. You had the live action shows, which were great. Listen, I used to be a big fan of Thomas the Tank. All right, now we're talking kindergarten shows. I was a big fan of Thomas the Tank Engine too. Let me see. Nova says, I mean, I've seen those shows when I was younger. I just wasn't crazy about them. I think the last cartoon debut I actually liked was Chowder. I brought up Chowder. Chowder was a hit. But I was pretty much checked out of cable TV at the start of 2010s. Wow. Few exceptions. The Looney Tunes show. Yo. The Looney Tunes show was on Cartoon Network, I think. That's a show. I don't know why they canceled. For those of you that don't know, it was basically Looney Tunes characters, but in a modern day setting. Like Bugs and Daffy were roommates, bro. And they all lived in the neighborhood. I can't explain it good. It was a great freaking show. And it got canceled for some reason. I guess Cartoon Network thought it didn't get enough views. I love the Looney Tunes show, man. That's a banger right there. There used to be a channel on Comcast when I was little. There used to be a channel, Nick Gas, used to show all the old Nickelodeon game shows. In the 90s, they did have that. That sort of went away. Yeah. Do I still miss Randall? Not really, bro. I'm good off Randall. Good on him. Sesame Street Kid. I remember Elmo and Spaghetti. I grew up on Sesame Street as well, but like we're talking really, really young now. Of course, I remember Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry, I watched kind of like Looney Tunes to this day. I'll put on an occasional Tom and Jerry thing or Looney Tunes. I got two Tom and Jerry DVDs on deck, bro. I got Tom and Jerry Magic of the Ring, Tom and Jerry The Fast and the Furry. Tom and Jerry The Fast and the Furry is my favorite Tom and Jerry movie. It's really just like a Fast and the Furious parody, but they made it work, bro. They go around the world. It's hilarious. And Tom's car and Jerry's car, they're both fire cars, man. So yeah. Lola was annoying as Starbucks, a white girl, but great take on her character. She was crazy, but it worked, bro. They made her crazy, but I loved it. And Lola and Bugs. Lola was crazy. Bugs was like a normal dude. And then Daffy, and they made an original character for Daffy, Tina. Daffy was crazy, and Tina was like a regular girl. They mirrored each other. You know what I mean? I don't know why Cartoon Network canceled that show, man. It was a good show. So, all right. So, Minnesota challenged it. They got it. They're saying it's off the hand of OG. That's fine. I'm not worried. But wow, what a close game we got here, though. What a close game we got here. Can you zoom out of this coach's face, dog? Thank you. They stayed on Minnesota's coach for a minute, man. 66-65, 7:47 to go in the third. Julius Randle bringing it up, guarded by OG Anunoby. Gets it over to number 5. Oh, that's Ant. I was like, why does he look different? He who gets it over to a cutting Debo, wide open. He slams it down for 2, takes the lead. My throat is getting congested. Pause. Brunson gets it over. He's being guarded by Gobert. Step back, pop it for the deep 2. Yes, he makes it. Gobert can't guard anybody that's like smaller than a 4, bro. We know this. This is no news. Ant has the ball. Being guarded. Is that Deuce? Deuce is in the game. Yep. He gets the screen by Gobert. Pops it in and out. Rebound Josh Hart. He brings it up. He's looking. Who's he going to pass it to? Or is he going to drive? He's driving. He passes it out to OG. Gets it out to Cat, who's wide open. Cat steps inside. Passes it back out to OG. And it's in. Minnesota just sort of gave up on that play. Like Cat was open. He could have taken it. And then I guess they assumed he was taking it, and they didn't even get back on OG. Anyway, Ant has the ball. He gets around a screen from Gobert. He gets open. He gets it over to J-Mac, but it's stripped by Cat. And now Hart is bringing up the ball. Great defense by the Knicks there. Over to OG, who pops it. He doesn't get it, but rebounded by Jalen Brunson. That's my captain. Who gets it over to OG, driving, puts it up. It's not good, but Cat with the offensive rebound. Cat puts it up, and he's fouled. What are they saying? I'm seeing the ref doing this, pointing towards Minnesota, so nothing counts. It's not like he made it. What the hell are they calling? I'm tripping because I don't know basketball rules like that, dog. Somebody in the chat got to explain it to me. Somebody in the chat got to explain that to me. What just happened? It's now, Minnesota ball. Mike Conley bringing it up. Something happened on that rebound that I am not knowledgeable of. So, anyway, and ball don't lie. OG Anunoby steal. OG Anunoby for 2 immediately on a pass. 73-67. Update the score, ESPN. Thank you. Ball don't lie, bro. But then comes Julius Randle, splits the defense. Charge. Let's go. He gets a charge as he goes on Hart right there. Ball doesn't lie. The basketball gods will see to it. Look at this right here. Great play by Josh Hart. No one to take the flop. No one to fall down. Jalen Brunson bringing the ball up. He's trying to split it. He's getting around. He passes out to Deuce. Gets it open to a wide open Josh Hart. Hart goes inside. Gets it over to Jalen Brunson. Open on the wing for three. And he hits it. What did I say at halftime, chat? I expect either him or Cat to turn up in the second half and we'll be good. I don't want to jinx it, though, yo. Knock on wood. Because we can still choke this lead. As Ant splits the defense. Gets inside. And one. Good move by Ants. I spoke too soon, man. 69 to 76, probably going to be 70 to 76, but let me change it to 69. Nice. To 76 right now. It's probably going to be 70 in a quick second, though, so I'm going to keep the my button over the edit. My mouse hovering over the edit button, bro. Like, my words are getting jumbled. I'm so excited. This is a good game, dog. This is a really good game. Anyway, Ant at the free throw line. Yep. Let me change that score. All right. McCall with it on the wing. Gets around the screen. Passes it over to Hart in the corner. Hart drives with a reverse. And then the putback by Mitch Robinson. Nice move by Josh Hart, though, man. They're trying to get a fast break point now. Minnesota. And it's blocked by Mitch. Blocked by Mitch. That's why he's worth it. That's why he's worth it. Amazing play on both sides of the ball by Mitchell Robinson on one side. The offensive rebound into the putback, immediately into the block on the other side. 78 to 70 Knicks. Please, Mitch, please. Please stay healthy, bro. Please. That's all I ask. As the Timberwolves call timeout. So let me update the scoreboard again. Right, and let me get to the chat again. Let's see if I missed any comments. Bonnie was who I was talking about. Yep, Bonnie. Not only is the ball movement looking better than over, they're cleaning up the sloppy defense. They're cleaning up the sloppy defense. A lot of the scores in the second half from Minnesota has been off a sloppy defense. Excuse me, a random burp. Been off a sloppy defense. But yeah, the ball movement is looking great. There's times where they're driving and they're passing out. I'm like, are they doing too much? Are they getting too cute with the passes? But it works out. It's been working out, man. Shout out to 2014, the beautiful game, San Antonio Spurs. It's looking a little bit like that. Am I crazy for saying that? It's looking a little bit like that. By the way, chat, what y'all think about like the graphic I have up here? It's a very clean, minimal setup for the games. I think it's nice, but I couldn't really come up with anything else. So that's what we got. New York Knicks live with like a basketball graphic. And then, you know, the big ass lower third right here talking about the score in the quarter. So, yeah. Yes, sir. Big Mitch. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to go on the cruise, but apparently Mike said he won it, but I don't believe him. Mike got to show me some proof or something. Still think with Tibbs we had the better defensive team. I think it's too early to say. I do. But if that maintains, because at one point with Thibodeau, we were like the best defensive team in the league. But I would sacrifice being the best defensive team in the league for being like a top 10 defensive team in the league, a top 10 offensive team in the league, and a team that doesn't run 6 or 7 man rotations the entire year. So our stars are ragged and injured when the playoffs come around. I would make that trade all day, every day. If that's what we are under Mike Brown, you know what I'm saying? First was better than the second Space Jam movie. You guys need to watch Looney Tunes Back in Action. That was the original Space Jam sequel. With Brendan Fraser, Looney Tunes Back in Action. I don't know why this movie isn't known about, dog. It is literally a Space Jam style movie. Came out in the early 2000s. Interacting with real life people with Brendan Fraser. It's like a spy comedy movie. I can't speak about this enough. I'm just going to share my screen real quick because I'm genuinely surprised. I guess it flopped. I guess the movie flopped when it came out. Like, that's my only explanation. But it was a great freaking movie. I loved it. And I'm surprised that like it doesn't have the recognition that Space Jam has. The only thing I could think of is it was a flop. So people didn't really know about it. I'm about to share my screen right now, bro, because this movie, what's crazy is because Warner Brothers is so ass with their management and everything, it's not even like available on what you call it on streaming. It should be available on HBO Max, but it's not. Okay, so it came out in 03. This is a great movie. I don't know why. I'm just gonna share my screen real quick because more people need to know about this movie, bro. It's kind of crazy that they don't. With Brendan Fraser, like it should be available on freaking HBO Max, but it's not. All right, Jenna Elfman, Steve Martin. All right, listen, bro. And there's a scene where they're in a cafe in Paris. Yep, here it is. And they're talking to Matthew Lillard because this is right after the live action Scooby Doo movies, and Scooby and Shaggy are there, as you see, and they have problems with him and his his portrayal of them. I don't know. This is a great movie. Y'all need to watch this, bro. I'm so surprised people don't know about this movie like that. It's an awesome movie. Like more people need to know about it. More people watch it. It's freaking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But I already spent too much time on it. So let's stop sharing. Let me get back to the game. I'm hearing it in my ears that something happened. So 80-73, 2 scores. Josh Hart, as I come back with a quick layup. So now it's 82-73. Anthony Edwards bringing the ball up. Josh Hart guarding him. He's trying to sauce him up. It's not really working. Shout out Josh Hart. He's keeping up. But is this superstardom going to get it over? Nope. Good defense. Oh, Hart, come on. He stumbles, he bumbles, he fumbles the ball, and it's over to Randall, and he gets the and one. Oh, man. For a 3-point play. What the hell happened, Josh? You slip on your wife's breast milk or something? We all know he's obsessed with that. The most random turnover I've seen in my life. All right. That's literally a 3-point swing, and then Mitch picks up another foul because of it. You got to do better, Josh. Got to do better. Thank you. Out of all of the live action Looney Tunes movies like that interact with real people, Space Jam 2, Looney Tunes Back in Action, I believe Looney Tunes Back in Action is the best one, and I don't think it's close. I'm once again, I'm just so surprised more people don't know about this movie. I guess it bombed at the box office. The Walmart scene is freaking hilarious. Every scene in that movie is freaking hilarious. I didn't like Space Jam: The New Legacy that much. No. It was all right. But shout out to Brendan Fraser, man. My guy. I love every movie he's in. He's a star I grew up with. And they just announced that they're doing a Mummy 4 with Rachel Weisz as well. So I'm happy for that. As Brunson splits the defense, gets inside for the layup. Oh, my God. Beautiful footwork by Jalen Brunson right there. Mike Conley bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Naz Reid. Naz gets it over to Devo. Devo looking. Pass it over to Randall. Randall's trying to go in. Blocked by Mitch. And now here comes Hart. He gets blocked by Devo, or was it tipped? I can't tell. Mike Conley's bringing it up, and it's out of bounds, and it's Knicks ball. Minnesota. They get a little too excited. They can't deal with it. Man. They can't handle the New York Knicks when we're rolling. So Brunson's going to be inbounding. We got Deuce McBride in the game as well. Brunson's bringing it up. Guarded by Clark. Gets switched on with Gobert, and he puts up the 3. That's what I'm talking about, bro. What did I say? Rudy Gobert can't guard anybody that's smaller than a 4-man, dog. Lead is 11 right now. Mike Conley looks to pop one, but he passes up to Naz Reid. There's some type of whistle. What's the whistle? 76-87. There's so many baddies at MSG, man. I need a girl, bro. Anyway, Mike Conley. It's a foul call on Mikal Bridges for some reason. I looked away for 1 second and I didn't see what the foul was. Great. Yeah, there's a lot. There's always been Giannis Knicks rumors. I don't think anything's going to happen with it either. And in order to get Giannis, we would literally have to gut our roster. I don't want to do it. If we didn't have Cat, I'd be more inclined to do it. But we'd have to gut our entire roster. Devo hits his first free throw. 77-87. Yo, how about the Bulls, y'all? The Bulls are like, shout out to Josh Giddey, man. He's having an MVP caliber season so far. People don't want to admit it. The Bulls are on a roll. And Devo hits a second one. It's still early on in the season. I still don't necessarily believe in them. But they're having an incredible start to the season. Josh Hart brings it up, and he's popping it. And he gets it. The three is in. 90-78. It's raining threes for the Knicks in the third, man. Everybody's hitting it. Oh, I just jinxed it, didn't I? Swear to God. As freaking Shamit hits the ground and Naz Reid hits a three. So now it's 81-90. Brunson's bringing it back up. He's backing down. Clark gets a screen from Hart that helps him out a little bit. It looks like he's going to try and go all the way to the cup. Spins around that patented Jalen Brunson shot, and it goes in. I love it. I love it when he drives, he stops, he turns around and puts it up. It's I don't even know what it's called, but it's just so freaking beautiful. It's fundamental basketball, and it works almost every time. God damn it! As Naz Reid puts up a three, you are not Steph Curry, brother. You're not hitting that with a defender right in your face. Jalen Brunson bringing it back up. He gets a screen from Hart. Pass it over to Hart. Is he going to pop it? Nope. He's going to drive. He's going to pass it out to a Karl-Anthony Towns for a layup coming down like a steam engine straight down the lane. 13-point lead for the Knicks. Naz gets it over to Mike. Mike gets it over to Naz. Naz is looking like he's going to go. He passes it out to Clark for three. Clark hits it. All right. All right, here we go. Hart's taking it up. There's about 45 seconds to go. Knicks close this out with a strong 10+. And I said 10+ point lead. Brunson steps over, takes the three. It's not good off the front of the rim. Minnesota rebound. DiVincenzo bringing it up. Come on, Knicks defense. I believe in you. Don't let this lead get into single digits. As they get it over to Conley. Conley gets around a screen. He's guarded by Mikal. I'm looking at the movement right here. They might get it over to Devo. Conley gets the screen. Doesn't work. It's stolen by Mikal. There's a kick ball called on the Knicks. What? And now Conley's going to the line. I got to see a replay. I saw the ref did the kickball motion, but I got to see the replay. They're not showing the replay. All right, whatever. He's most likely going to make both of his, so I'm going to update the score to 94-86. He made the first one, right? Like he should make both. Let me see if I missed anything. They want to sign Ben Simmons. I thought it would have been a good signing if he played like the 4-man on backup, but yeah. Ben doesn't want to play basketball anymore. I don't think he wants to play basketball since that Toronto series, man. I'm be honest with you. It failed because of a weak release strategy. I wonder why what their release strategy was, because it's freaking Looney Tunes. How do you have a weak release strategy for that, bro? I missed earlier Discord watch parties. They were fun. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do them again, purely because, like I said, I want to incorporate the Knicks into my channel now. And the Discord watch parties were mostly for NBA games. They were. So I'll see. But I'm gonna try and incorporate it into the channel now. Shamit, pass it over to Towns. Towns trying to work Naz Reid, pushes him down. Big man shit. He gets called for an offensive foul. All right, bro. All right, refs. Karl-Anthony Towns does what I want him to do, which is use his size, use his strength. Naz Reid hits the deck looking like a little bitch. And all of a sudden, the refs are like, nah, man, a little too rough with it. He would have dunked that shit too if J-Mac didn't come into him. How many fouls does Town have now, man? We have a whole quarter to go. He's sitting down. I'm guessing he's close to 6 because they're sitting him down. Smart move. We have the depth anyway, but let's see if they make a run after this. 2 seconds. Logo shot. So the Knicks go into the fourth quarter with an 8-point lead. Cat sitting. I don't know how many fouls he has. He obviously has to have close to 6 for him to sit him after that last one. But Brunson came alive in that third quarter. The threes came alive in that third quarter. Knicks with a nice lead. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. What are y'all thinking so far, man? I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let me go to the chat. Let's see here. Do I still play Madden or 2K? I haven't played Madden in years. I haven't played Madden in probably 3 or 4 years. It's a combination of, and this is with 2K and Madden. I'm tired of them releasing the same game every year with the same issues. And we just have to buy it because we don't have an alternative. And also Madden gameplay to me just isn't fun anymore. And they don't have game modes to attract me. I still play 2K, not because of the gameplay, but because I play My Eras, where you play as like the GM and you're building a team. And you know, they have a great feature where you could start in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. You could go back in time and do it. And the community is really strong. So you could download custom rosters that are more reflective of what it was in a time period and download the custom draft classes that are more reflective. So I still play 2K because of that. Madden needs to implement something similar. I don't think they ever will because they don't have competition. They don't have reason to. Just like I don't think both 2K and Madden wouldn't ever make any big changes to their game because they have no reason to. You know what I mean? The Discord server is still quote unquote active. You know, taking a 2-year hiatus on your channel will of course make it less active, but it's still there. Let me see if I could drop a link for it in the chat. I just have to open up Discord on my computer. Let's see. I actually forgot how to create a Discord invite link. It's been so long since I did it, man. I mean, even when the channel was active, I feel like Discord, it wasn't really... It was popping a little bit occasionally because, like, people would post memes and stuff in there. But it was all right. No, it was all right. Let's see. How do I create an invite link? Let's do this. Go to the hub. Where's the invite link? I'm so, like, I haven't done anything with Discord in so long, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how to make an invite link. If anybody knows how to do it, just let me know. That way I could, like, right click whatever I need to right click and and get this invite link going. Wow, it's been so long. Where the hell is it's so weird. Wow. Anyway, I forgot how to create it, man. But yeah, Mike, if you got it, please drop it for him. Colts got Sauce Gardner for basically nothing. I don't know about basically nothing, man. They gave up 2 first-round picks. I think that's a fair compensation. I don't think if I'm the Jets, I would have done it. But if the Jets are coming into a rebuild, sure. 2 first-round picks, a player that is like a buy low, you know, potentially get high reward for him in AD Mitchell. I think it was a fair trade. I'll be honest with you, especially because I'm not a believer in Daniel Jones. And yes, I can admit that maybe that's my hater raid coming out. So I think that maybe that second first-round pick could be better than people think, but we'll see. Cat constantly commits the dumbest fouls. Man is garbage and always has been. Beyond disappointed, but not surprised that EA exclusive license got renewed yet again. Yeah, I don't know why the NFL keeps renewing it, man. I am surprised. Let me go over. Don't ask me. I don't know how to do it, man. You know what? I'm gonna look up a how to create a Discord server invite link, man. I got you after the game, Stingray. X Factor. I got you right after the game, which it only has a quarter more to go, so probably in like a half hour. Not bad. Making good time. 98 to 88. Clarkson, guarded by Conley. Clarkson is definitely looking to pass it up. He does. It's over to Deuce, guarded by Clark. Deuce is driving, stopping. Gets it over to Yabusele for a corner three. Does not go. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Ant passes it up to Mike Conley. Passes it back to Ant, who's guarded by Yabusele. This big booty demon on my team, bro. And Ant gets not an and one, but he gets the foul. He goes in and out. Garrison. Is that how you say his first name? Garrison or Garrison? Please lose some weight, dog. You're looking like Kyle Lowry out there, man. Anyway. And at the free throw line, misses the first one. I'm actually surprised. What in the world? Every time I see Ant, I keep remembering that tweet of the one guy just because Ant got a fade. The one guy that tweeted, "Oh, he ain't playing fair this year." Like, bro, you want Anthony Edwards, dog. You guys know what I'm talking about, that tweet. Anyway, he makes the second free throw. Look at Deuce McBride pushing the pace. Gets it over to OG, pushing the pace, gets it in. And there's a foul, so it's an and one. OG slicing through it like a knife through hot butter. Damn. Or a hot knife through butter. Smooth as hell. Basically faced no type of resistance on his way to the basket there. 100 to 89 as OG is up for his free throw. It's in and out. Oh, it didn't count? So there's an issue with the clock. There is a baddie with an NBA laptop in front of her that just showed on screen, man. Oh my God. Oh yeah, the clock is broken. Guys, the Tissot circle clocks, I prefer the square ones. I don't know why. They're broken. And then there's a baddie behind the baddie. There's two baddies, and there's a guy doing the pog face. He's doing the next to his girl. All right, I don't know what the hell's this dude is still doing the pog face, man. His jaw is on the floor. Bro, it's not that this guy's never seen a malfunctioning clock in an NBA game before. He's still doing it. How did he pull her? And then that looks like her mom. Oh, that's his daughter probably, because there's an older woman that looks exactly like her next to her. That's probably their daughter. But how did he pull the mom? I'm really a hater, aren't I, bro? I'm really a hater. I'm beginning to realize that. Damn. I gotta do better. I gotta do better as a person. I can't be hating on people just because they got hot ass wives, man. My fault, chat. Damn, we down to one viewer. I don't know what the hell happened, but we down to one viewer. Shout out to Toast. How did he pull her? That's crazy. If you saw the same thing that I saw, you'd be saying the same thing, man. I don't know. And then their daughter is a carbon copy of their mom. That's hilarious to me. His genes did not put up a fight at all, dog. OG finally, now they're actually going to set it. This shot's going to count. This free throw attempt. And it's in. 101 to 89. I will update the score at the next ball stoppage or commercial break. Here we go now. Randall. He's been their go-to guy because Ant's been kind of quiet. As I say that, okay, they try to get it back to Ant. Goes out of bounds. Still Minnesota ball. OG attempts to steal the inbound, but it just goes out of bound again. All right. The inbound finally gets there successfully. Randall, he gets it over to Devo. Devo's driving. He's putting it up, and it's in. 91 to 101. What the hell? Just somebody just dived. Clark just dived trying to intercept the inbound and literally threw himself out of bounds, dog. That's so funny. Inbounded to Landry Shamet. That's my Deliac. Bringing it up. We're in the Cam Scatterbo number. Gets it over to Deuce McBride. Deuce. He has Clark guarding him. Oh, he's backing up. Asking for the screen. Gets the screen. He's guarded by former teammate Julius Randle. He puts it up after a couple in and outs. It's out. But then Towns with the offensive rebound puts it up and this goes in. But OG Anunoby with the offensive rebound and it goes in. And it's an and one. All that happened so fast. I like it. I like it. I'm surprised Cat's offensive rebound didn't go in, but shout out to OG, man. He's at the free throw line yet again. Oh, he's like rubbing his thighs a little bit. Please don't be injured, dog. We need you to be healthy too. We are a team that has like stars that get injured for real. OG makes his second, not his second, well, his second free throw attempt in like a minute. 104-91, 13-point lead. Ant's bringing it up. Ant-Man. I don't want to jinx it. You've been kind of quiet, dog. Guarded by OG. Randall guarded by Deuce. This is a mismatch. He goes in, drives, uses his big man powers. It doesn't matter. He misses. OG with the rebound. He's bringing it up. Guarded by J-Mac. Splits it. Gets inside. Once again, wide open. There's no defense. That's several times in a row. OG, when he drives to the cup, there's nobody there to stop him. 106-91, and they need a timeout, the Timberwolves, man. Wow. 15-point lead for the Knicks. I'm loving it. Wait, is it quarter four? Is it quarter three? It's quarter four, right? I think it's the fourth quarter. Yeah. Let me update that. Do not choke this, Knicks. I beg you, do not choke this. Timberwolves making OG look like LeBron. I don't know. I kind of disagree. They're just not guarding him when he drives. They're making it look like it's a scrimmage out there, I would say. They're just not guarding him at all. My time, it's 9:37 p.m. But if you're asking the time on the clock for the game, it's at commercial. I can say when it comes back on. Yes, Stingray X Factor, right? That's what it's showing up as. Because YouTube is like showing like usernames instead of display names. Somebody told me there's a way to change that. Like, for example, for Mike Nixon, it's showing like Mike Nixon 2324. For Toast, it's showing Toast 672. I don't know how to change it, but it's showing it with like the username. I'm feeling good about this, man. So hopefully they could close it out. Bro, I love my skits. I love doing my skits. The reason I stopped doing my skits is actually because like they weren't getting views, and the amount of time it took to make them, it didn't make sense for me to continue doing them. They were like really struggling on the channel, which I thought they would do better because shout out to like the guys over on New York Revival. He does his skits and they just land better, I guess, with audiences. They go viral all the time, at least viral within the Giants community. I guess my brand of humor isn't necessarily what most of the Giants community wants. So that's why I initially stopped the skits. And then like now, if I would be difficult for me to restart them now because I made them with my friends and I live, like I said, I don't live in the city anymore. I guess I could try and make them when I go down and I visit, but I made a short earlier this year about Shane Bowen, which was basically like a 30-second skit, like a Vine. I can do more of those because those are easy to do if an idea pops in my head. I never liked when they introduced X Factor and players that would abuse Mahomes' bazooka or Lamar scramble without getting their own skill and chunk plays. I get the idea they wanted to do, but I agree. I don't think they executed it well. All right, so Minnesota, they score right there to cut it to 12-point lead. But Deuce has the ball guarded by Rudy. You know what I say? He can't guard anybody smaller than a 4. He should have just popped it, but he passes it over to Clarkson, who pops it, and we get a 3 anyway. I still think Deuce should have popped it in his face, but I'll take the Clarkson corner 3. Ant gets over. Deuce is still on him, though. That's a good 3-and-D player. Deuce tries to flop. It doesn't work. Ant for 3 with a defender in his face. He makes it. Here you go. Shamit's bringing it up. Looks like Mitchell is about to come back in the game. Shamit gets the ball knocked out of his hand. He passes it over to Cat, who's guarded by Gobert. Cat fakes going up. He passes it over to OG. OG is going to drive. OG passes out to Clarkson. Clarkson's going to drive. Clarkson's looking to pass. Clarkson's turn around, gets back over to OG, who's guarded by 2 dudes. Step back 3 because he had to get it up because the time ran out. Not good, but came close. Devo's bringing it up, passing over to Ant. Ant guarded by Deuce. Deuce staying on him. Deuce is staring him in his eyes. Ant step back 3. Air ball. Air ball. Is this your king, Minnesota? Is this your king? Because he's not that good. He's mad too. He just said, you know what he just said on camera. He's mad he missed that. I mean, this is his first game back. They're mentioning it. Yep. He missed he missed 4 games straight. Anyway, here we go. Brunson gets free of Ant. Makes him jump. Oh, it would have been hard if he hit that, bro. But what a rebound by OG, fighting for it. Deuce to the corner 3. Bang! 112-97. The lead is back up to 15. Here we go. Julius Randle bringing it up. Stripped. Knocked away out of bounds. I think it's still Minnesota ball, but good defense there by Mitch Robinson. OG looks like he's being subbed out. I'm not sure if it's for the minutes or for something else. Shout out to OG, though. They're giving him a little bit of a breather. Yep, he's sitting down. Cat is still out because he's in foul trouble. Mike Brown, shout out to you, my guy. I'm liking the substitution so that dudes don't get too tired. I'm liking it, man. Oh, there's a challenge. The Knicks are challenging it. They think that it should be their ball. Okay. All right. Yo, I'm getting hungry, man. Because I didn't eat dinner, bro. I just came straight on stream, you know, around like 7:30-ish. Oh, I forgot to tell you the time. My fault, Toast. I gotta remember when the game start backs up. What's the score right now? 112-97, right? Let me change that. Let's see. You missed the MUT draft. I played 2K My GM, but not Madden's franchise mode. I paid to play to My Eras, which is like an additional thing on top of My GM because you could go back in time. Like they literally have it so you could go back in time. So like I would go back to like 03, sometimes the 90s, but I usually stick to 03, 2010, and 2016 for the eras. They need to have something like that for Madden. And I don't like Madden's My GM mode. I think it's very bare bones. I really do. They need to improve upon it. That's just me. It's up. What are you talking about, Nova? The game? Is it raining? I'm hearing the reason I took my headphones off, for those you wondering. I'm hearing like a lot of sounds right now. I think it's rain. Alexa, is it raining right now?
It's raining right now. If you'd like, I can get your day started with motivational quotes and more. Would you like to enable this routine?
No.
No
All right.
problem.
It sounded weird coming through my headphones. All right, it is raining outside. Okay, cool. Aside from lacking features and attention to details, just looking ugly, Madden is just fundamentally a broken game with poor mechanics, bad physics. It's literally unenjoyable to play. And they've had bad physics for over a decade now. You can't throw a back shoulder fade in Madden, bro. Because it's an animation-based game. It used to be a physics-based game, but it's animation-based now. What specifically about franchise mode do I not like? So when I say it's too bare bones, I think, for example, the trade features needs to be expanded upon. They need to do something similar to 2K, like how 2K has a trade finder. The fact that you could only attach 3 assets in a trade is bad to me. I think that if they could expand on the GM, even doing stuff like coach hirings, that's something else they should do as well. Unless they did that in the newer ones, and I don't know, because like I said, I haven't played it in a while. Like staff hiring, staff management. I think they do a good job of like the player management. It feels sometimes like the competing CPUs don't feel realistic. That's the best way to put it. Whatever 2K does with their CPUs that are playing against you in my GM mode, like it feels like you're really competing for a player in free agency, for example. You know what I mean? They need to work on the way players progress as well as you go through. And like I said, I don't know if they have something equivalent to the My Era mode in 2K, where I want to go back and, for example, to the 2016 Giants, take that team in that year with all the other teams in that year and play from there for 2016 to present and see what happens. I don't think they have that. That's something they got to add. But we'll see. As Brunson hits a free throw, I think he has one more. 6.5 minutes to go, just about. Dribbles per touch. Okay, it just went away as soon as I saw it. That was a weird stat to have up there on the broadcast. Brunson for the second free throw, and it's good. 114-97. Who is that bringing it up? That's Rob Dillingham, right? I'm trying to remember this dude's name. Anyway, there's a whistle called on Minnesota's possession. Mike Brown looks confused. All right, here we go. Rob Dillingham, guarded by McCall, gets a screen, guarded by Deuce, gets another screen. Deuce is still on him. Dillingham looking, passes to Randall, who's guarded by Josh Hart, which I always find funny because Randall's a big dude. He puts it up and in over 2 defenders, over Hart and Mitch there. All right, McCall back over to Brunson. Brunson's walking it up. Guarded by J-Mac, actually. They put a big dude on him. Gets it over to a wide open Deuce in the corner. and he misses. But offensive rebound, Mitch gets it over to Hart. Okay, the ball's on the ground. Deuce comes up with it. He's looking, gets it over to Hart in the corner. Gets it over to McCall, who immediately pops it for 3, and it looks so smooth. It looks like it was almost in slow motion, but it looks so smooth, that 3. Oh my God, great defense by McCall. Bridges causes a steal to happen. Over to Hart with a dunk. 119 to 99. It's a 20-point lead for the New York Knicks. Oh my God, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Great defense. Great offense. This is what I expect the Knicks to be. And if they play like this, New York, we will be in the finals. I'm telling you. We will be in the finals. I'm having a Peloton commercial right now, and it's a fitness baddie. Now, Peloton, you should be advertising your product, but what you're advertising to me is this fitness baddie. You're not making me want to buy your product. You're making me want to go follow her on IG, brother. Whoever is your head of marketing needs to come up with something else. Let's go ahead. Let me look at the chat, see what I missed. Let's see. Remember? Oh, yeah, I remember Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was another one I caught sort of at the tail end of the show's like life, basically. Kush acting like he about to get robbed. Bro, because it's weird when you hear sounds like you're not expecting to hear. That's the best way to put it. You know what I mean? Animation based, and the animations are still chunky because I don't think they changed anything about it. Best playing football video game was All Pro Football 2K8. I've never heard of that one, but I've heard of NFL 2K5. So what is All Pro Football 2K8? Okay. They fixed the trade. You could trade up to 6 assets. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Yeet in the chat. Oh yeah, it's belt to ass right now, bro. A 20-point lead. Let's maintain this. All right, I'm hearing sounds again. Whatever. It's the rain. Some of it sounds really weird, dog. Like it doesn't sound like rain. As J-Mac puts up a 3, rebounded by OG because he missed. McCall goes over, brings it up, guarded by, is that Dillingham he's guarded by? What a mismatch. Drives, puts it out to Brunson. Brunson's driving. Is he going to? Nope. He's going to go put it up, and it's in. 121 to 99. Rob Dillingham bringing it up now. He's going to try and drive, gets it out. Julius Randle puts it up, and he's been getting a lot of calls. And now I think Cat, I don't know if that's a team foul or a personal foul, but Cat's been getting called a lot as Julius Randle tries to get his N1. The commentator just said it. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood. But yeah, I mean, 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes, basically. In the modern NBA, with threes, with fast pace, with the shooting, that's enough time to close the gap. So let's not call anything just yet. Julius makes his free throw, 102 to 121. Come on, Knicks. Continue pulling away. Brunson brings it up. Pass over to Hart. Hart's going to pass it back to him. I guess he wanted to switch onto DiVincenzo. Hart gets it. Hart's driving. Hart's looking. Hart spins. He pops. He gets it. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. 123 to 102. Julius Randle gets it over to Dillingham. Dillingham calls for a screen. He gets it. He switched on to Hart now. He's going to drive a little bit. He runs into OG. He pops it. I think OG might have got a finger on it. It doesn't matter because Julius Randle puts it in for him. All right. Julius Randle's freaking going off, dog. Going off. Hart with Dillingham on him. Gets to switch on to Naz Reid. Passes it over to Cat, who has now 2 dudes on him. There is a whistle for what I don't know. Looks like Cat's going to the line, though. So I'll take it. They're talking about OKC, the only undefeated team in the league. OKC is a dynasty, and they still somehow have the Jazz's first round pick, y'all. OKC, they are a 2K rebuild come to life. Like, honestly, all the picks they had, that's how they rebuild, and they have more picks to go. Okay, so Cat doesn't head to the line, but it's being inbounded. Mitch has it now. It's crazy. They don't have a need for what's going to be another lottery pick, bro. Probably another top 5 pick. Brunson's driving. Brunson stops. He's looking to pop. He does. Time expires. Rebounded by Mitch for the offensive rebound. Out to OG for 3, and he gets it. That 3 was so smooth. The basket barely moved, yo. Holy shit. It just went right through. 126 to 104. DiVincenzo pops a 30-footer. You are not Steph Curry. He gets his own rebound. Goes inside. Tries to put it up. Doesn't make it. Goes out of bounds because Mitch tries to block it, and he touched it last. So it's going to be Minnesota ball. Three minutes, 18 seconds to go. Let me update the score. 126 to 104. Mitch has 9 offensive rebounds. Oh, my God. Once again, completely worth it. Everything about Mitchell Robinson is worth it, man. Amazing play from him this game. On the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Joe Ingles is in that. Oh, I think Minnesota's putting in their bench unit. Oh, yeah. This game is over. Who the hell was that? Just attempted a 3. Freaking air ball straight into out of bounds. All right, the bench units are in. They gave up. Unless the bench unit chokes this is going to be a win. Mikal Bridges bringing it up. Gets a screen by Josh Hart. He's styling. Puts it up. Kind of rolls out. Rob Dillingham bringing it up. I believe that's who it is. Gets it over to whoever the hell number 8 is. I can't tell. Is that Bones Nyland? Back over to Rob Dillingham for 3, and he makes it. So bench unit. Remember what I said. Don't choke this. There's still about 3 minutes left to go in the game. Tyler Kolek gets a screen. Looking, passes it over to Mikal. Mikal passes it over to Shamit. Shamit pops a 3, and it's in. Okay. Answering a 3 for a 3. I'll take it. 129 to 107, and Mikal intentionally fouls, it looks like. And now even more bench players comes in. Look at old man Joe Ingles, bro. This is insane. All right. So we got truly the entire bench unit in right now. Rob Dillingham, saucing, tries to get to the cup, does not succeed. Is that Ariel Hukporty? That's my guy. Tyler Kolek brings the ball up. Gets a screen by Ariel. He's going to try and lob it over to him, but it's intercepted. Rob Dillingham now tries for the fast break and 1, and he gets it. Once again, bench unit. Don't choke this. There's 2 minutes to go. Just don't choke it. Rob is at the line. At the charity strike, as they say. Gets it. Tyler Kolek bringing the ball up. If they respond, I'm going to look away from the game for a second. Over to Hukporty, and they do. All right. Now I'm going to look at chat. I think we're going to close this out. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Do I have it? I'm going to play it.
We are the New York Knicks. 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 Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. 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 Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Here comes up Knicks.
We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. Say, go New York, go New York, go. Listen, man, we should close this out. I should recreate that video. I gotta find a basketball court at night at my parents' apartment, my old apartment, I guess. There is one literally across the street from me. I gotta get a Knicks jacket and do it. So this is what's up, man. We're gonna close it out. We are gonna close it out. What a great game for the Knicks. Shout out to Toba. Knicks undefeated in the Zoran era. Welcome to Mamdanistan. All right. The New York Knicks are undefeated in that era. I would love to create that video. I don't think I got the dancing chops for it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I got the dancing chops for it. What a great game. What's the score right now? 135 to 112, and there's 38 seconds left. I'm going to update the score anyway. The Knicks, man. I love it. We back. We on a 3-game winning streak now after dropping 3. We win 3 straight. Who do we have up on the whatchamacallit? Let me look this up. Knicks schedule. Who do we have up next? We got the Nets next. That should be a W. We got the Grizzlies next. John Morant once out. That should be a W. We got the Magic after that. That should be a W. We got the Heat after that. That should be a W. But the Heat, they always got our number. So we should win the next 1, 2, 3, and then the Heat would be a challenge. But we'll see how it goes. That's me saying should. We'll see what actually happens. Yep. The crowd is cheering. They're giving a standing ovation. The game is over. The final score is 137 to 114. A great game by the Knicks, offensively and defensively. They were down at halftime. They were down 4 at halftime. Played great defense. They got a lot of steals. They cleaned up the sloppy defense, and their offense, really, the ball movement and everything, is what got them the lead and won them this game, man. Nice, great win. Scoring leader, I got you right now. Let's check. That's a great question. It might be freaking Brunson because he went off in the second half, but let's see. And the game is officially over now. Let me click here. Knicks stats. Scoring leader. No, it's OG. Shout out to OG. 28 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. Brunson had 23 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Then Cat had 15 and 10 with 4 assists. Mitch had 8 and 10. And out of the 10 rebounds, 9 of them were offensive rebounds with 1 assist. McCall, 13, 5 assists, 1 rebound. The bench came in clutch. Josh Hart with 18 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Deuce McBride with 14, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. And there's others as well. Loving it. Listen, great game from the Knicks. I'm happy. I know you guys are happy. W. Absolute W in the chat. Absolute cinema. Absolute W in the chat. I'm liking it. This was fun, man. Am I going live again? I don't plan to go live again for the week. The next live would probably be next Tuesday, the Young Guns. Let me look and see if I could manage to go live for any upcoming Knicks game. Because then, oh yeah, the next time they play is Sunday at 6 p.m. I don't think I'm going to do a back-to-back because I'm going to be on Kid Blue's stream on Sunday for the Giants game. I don't think I'm going to do a back-to-back. So yeah, for the rest of the week, I don't think so. Next time should be Sunday. What is today? Wednesday? Yeah. Maybe if I feel a little bit of an itch, I'll restart Just Chillin'. I haven't done Just Chillin' pod in like damn near 3 years. But I unfortunately lost all of my media assets for the entire channel. Like so many things happened in the 2 to 3 years, man. Do a 24-hour stream on Sunday is insane. I have work on Monday, dog. I got work on Monday. Before you dip out, Stingray, Just Chillin' was like my podcast where we really talked about anything. It ended up being Giants related, of course, but it was a call-in show. I would drop a link. People would join me on the show and we just chop it up. Let me see how to create this Discord link for you, man, because I truly don't remember how to do this thing. Click on the server name in the top left corner. All right, let me do that. Select invite people. Okay, so click on the server name. Select invite. I'm so stupid. Oh wow, it's literally right here. That was easy. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Where has Nate been? Last I checked, Nate's in college. He's probably graduated by now, I would assume. He's probably in the workforce. He's probably going through what I went through in the 2 years I was gone from the channel. I was graduating. I was trying to find a job. I was trying to become and solidify myself as an adult. So see how it is. It was great, guys. I have a feeling as the season goes on, as the Knicks get more and more into the channel, we're going to get more and more people in here. We're going to have a good time. Eventually, like I said, KB is going to pop on at some point because there's 82 games in the season. He's going to make one of these games and join us, and we're going to chop it up. I have fun with you guys, man, and I'm glad you have fun as well. That's going to be it for now, y'all. Holla at your boy, and I'm trying to dip out here. It's not letting me dip out. Holla at your boy, and peace.